So this is a response video. So my buddy Juan Caro, the pastrami slap guy, he asked me a question about what I think about having two ultra wide monitors, say like stacked up on top of each other, versus getting four monitors, right? So the idea is basically instead of having four monitors like how I have it, it's better having that versus having two ultra wide monitors stacked up to each other, because basically, you know, an ultra wide monitor is almost like having two monitors stuck together, right? Technically, right? Yeah, he basically asked me that because, you know, if he wants to have a setup or layout so we can work, and he was thinking about having like, you know, maybe two ultra wide monitors so you can have like, you know, more space to work and all that stuff, and also have like a clean room to work and stuff like that. My response to that is this. At the moment, I have not messed with any ultra wide monitors, right? So I don't know much about that. Learning a little bit about him, and then also talking to Juan Caro about, you know, why he wants to do that. He was telling me there are applications where you are able to like section off the monitors, right? You can actually use certain software to like crop like a 1080p section of the monitor, right? So you can section off a part of your monitor to be strictly for the games, and then you can section off another section of the monitor as if you already have a second monitor on the side. So you can have, you see, like your OBS or screen capture, shit like that, right? So, you know, you're able to do that with certain applications, right? Now, at the moment, like I have not messed with that too much. I don't know too much about it, but I mean, I do know that it is possible, right? The thing with me, personally, me having four monitors stacked up with each other, you know, like, it can get like messy, right? Because now I'll have to buy like an individual arm for each fucking monitor to like set up. I had to move my car really quick. So yeah, I mean, like at the moment, I use four monitors right now. It does get messy, I'll admit it. Like part of the reason why I ended up being that way is because like you know, I started with one monitor and I had an extra monitor, and then Paul gave me another monitor, and then I bought another monitor, and it's just like, so you know, they kind of stacked up, you know, on top of each other, right? So it's not like I planned necessarily to get like that, but I mean, like, that's just basically how I end up getting things, right? Most of like the monitors I have, they're all hand-me-downs from Paul, right? The only one that I bought currently that's broken, I need to buy another one, is a 4K monitor, right? I'm having trouble with, right? So I'm saving money to buy another one. That's basically how I do it. But now, if I had like the money where it's like money's not an issue, and if I was to like be able to like have a setup where like, you know, I can have like two ultra wide monitors stacked up on top of each other, you know, so I can like edit. See, my problem with that is this. One, yeah, if for work reasons, I think it's good. But the thing with me is that, say for editing, I do like an ultra wide monitor because, you know, the timeline is bigger, you know, you got more space to have your windows open and stuff like that. Especially with DaVinci, since like you're not able to like adjust the way how your layout is to your personal liking. So having an ultra wide monitor does help big time because, you know, you have more space to edit and to use, right? So like the windows are not as like, you know, congested in itself, right? It's definitely more room for you to work, right? Since I work using 4K footage from Paul's camera, I need to have a monitor that's designed specifically for 4K, so I can have a real-time image of what the video looks like as I'm color correcting it, right? Stuff like that. Since we film in 4K, right? So I need to have like an actual like 4K monitor so I can see the final look of it, right? Me personally, I kind of like having a 1080p, you know, high refresh rate monitor on the side so I can play my video games, right? And then like, you know, I have an extra monitor, which is a 1080p monitor, which is just like extra digital, you know, desktop space, which I use for whatever, right? So work-wise for me, I actually like having separate monitors that has a different task. One is for gaming. I have an ultra wide for my, you know, timeline to edit, and then I have a 4K, which gives me a real-time look of my 4K footage that I'm working with, so I can like, you know, do my color correcting and all that shit, right? Monitors are getting better, you know, ultra wide monitors are becoming more high refresh rate and more color accurate and all that shit. As that gets better, then I think it wouldn't make too much of a difference, right? You know, that was to happen where like, okay, this ultra wide monitor is very color accurate and high refresh rate and all that shit, then I guess I wouldn't mind leaning more towards that, right? Because yeah, having four monitors becomes a pain in the ass, right? Mainly one, like each one has its own stand, right? I have two monitors up high, so I have to buy like an individual arm to like attach them, right? Obviously, each one needs power. Each one needs to be connected through an HDMI or a display port, you know, so that's more wiring and shit like that. So, you know, it takes up a lot of space, you know. So whereas you have two monitors, so you have like two stands, you know, that's just holding the monitor. less wiring, probably less power consumption, shit like that. Yeah, it's there's benefits, right? So depending how you want to work, you know, if like having two ultra wide monitors, well, shit, even one I think is good. You know, if you can get one good ultra wide monitor, you know, you can work with that. If you want to add another one to get more, you know, desktop space, you know, that can help you out big time. But just with anything, depending on the way how you want to work or what works for you, you know, go for it, right? So at the moment, I'm happy with my layout, to be honest. You know, I'm fine with it. It does take a while to get used to because, you know, you kind of have to look up to like you see your work, right? But I kind of have a system that kind of like works for me and I'm kind of happy with it, right? But yes, more down the line, if monitors are better in the sense that I can get a good high refresh rate, you know, good image quality, you know, standard RGB, so I can do my color correcting, so on and so forth. I'm able to section off, you know, chunks of the desktop. So instead of having one giant desktop, I can make it seem like I have two desktops, right? So, you know, yeah, then like I guess I wouldn't mind upgrading towards, you know, that layout. But, you know, but anyways, yeah, if you want to have a more for work reasons, if you want to have more like a cleaner desktop, you know, obviously having one giant ultra wide or two ultra wides, you know, stacked up against each other, on top of each other, that is a lot cleaner and more like organized and more simple than having four monitors. That's for fucking sure. So if that's what you're aiming for, yeah, definitely go up for it. But anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I definitely like wouldn't mind. I definitely want to look more into like ultra wide monitors, you know, to see how things go in that direction. Definitely they keep getting better. Like the refresh rate in like 4K monitors are getting better. You know, they keep trying. You know, they're improving and trying to improve. They're trying to move towards 8K, so it's like crazy, you know, how fucking fast technology, you know, moves. But yeah, that's the thing with technology, you know. Once you're done building a PC, it's already considered old shit. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Take care and peace.